Hi everybody, I'm Glenn Schuyler and the date is December the 10th, 2017, and I'm here to give you a little update on my personal progress with taking the A.G.E pill, the anti-glycation extreme pill, which is manufactured by Sizzle International in Springville, Utah. And the scientist who formulated the A.G.E pill is Tom Maurer Sr., and he released it to the public on at the end of July 2017, and I began taking the Age pill on August the 2nd, 2017. So right now it's 17 weeks that I've been on the AGE pill, or for short, the Age pill. So I want to give you just kind of this isn't really scripted. I'm just kind of telling you this or sharing this off the top of my head without writing a lot of stuff down, or I'm not reading from a script or anything like that. Before I started taking the AGE pill, I went for a physical. I had a complete blood work done on myself. And also prior to that, I'd had an eye test because I was getting my medical card because I do some commercial driving. So I had an eye test, and I also had a hearing test that was done, I want to say about 1.5 years ago. So what I'm going to do in February of 2018 is have the physical again. I'd like to include a stress test this time, along with the blood work, and I'm also going to have the eye test and the hearing test to compare, so I have some empirical evidence between when I started the AGE pill and 6 months down the road. And then I'll probably have this whole process done again in June or July of 2018. So that would be almost a year from the time I started the A.G.E pill. How do I feel? Well, let me give you some background before I tell you how I feel right now. In January, which is almost a year ago, January of 2017, I'm 6'1", and I weighed at least 280 pounds. The weight kind of came on kind of slowly, and I didn't realize, I guess, how heavy I had gotten. And I just told my wife, I said, this has to end now. I'm going to lose the weight. I said, that's it, I'm going to lose it. And I knew my body would revolt against the weight loss. It would go into, withdrawal and all the aches and pains of starting a new diet. And basically it's a lifestyle change. If you really want to sustain your weight loss over time, it involves a lifestyle change in your eating habits and your attitude towards food. So that's what I had to do, and I did it, I think, fairly successfully. I've been a consumer of the Sizzle products over the past 2 to 3 years. I hadn't really been a distributor at the time. I didn't really want to get involved too much in being a distributor, but I did take some of the products. And in January, I began to take a product from Sizzle International called Sizzle Lean, which is a meal replacement. I also took some of the Fire and Ice tea, which is an energy tea, and it also helps with weight loss. I don't particularly care for the taste, but I took the Fire and Ice tea, and I took a product called Thermal Lean, which is to help the body burn fat. And I changed my diet. I eliminated eating between meals. I stopped going to the mini mart to get a cupcake or get this snack food or that snack food, and I cut out commercial coffee, which is coffee that you buy in the store or you buy at the mini mart, the 7-Eleven stores, places like that. And from what I've heard Tom Maurer talk about, the commercial coffee and store-bought coffee is not really good for you, and it basically stems from the way it is cooked, or I would say not cooked, roasted. The way that it's roasted, it actually produces carcinogens. So I started drinking the Sizzle coffee, the Sizzle Cafe coffee, and I really like the flavor, I like the taste. And it's actually got ingredients in it like bacopa, which is a health product, along with several other natural products that are in the coffee blend itself. So I made these changes, and I eat a lot of salads. I mean, I enjoy salads. I wasn't starving myself, but I'd get up, I'd have a breakfast in the morning, a couple eggs. I live on a small farm, so we have our own chickens. I get my own natural, organically raised chickens, the eggs from those chickens. I'd have maybe a salad at lunchtime, lettuce, tomato, onions, um, carrots, sliced carrots, and maybe some lean meat like chicken or turkey. I don't eat a lot of beef. Every once in a while I'll have some red meat, but basically I'm a turkey or chicken or fish person. I'm not really into a lot of red meat. So that's been my diet, and I also began to work out. I signed up at a gym, or I should say a fitness center, back in January of 2017, and began to do some workouts, like basically weights for the different muscle um, part, the muscle, the different muscle parts of the body, the legs, the shoulders, the biceps, the triceps, the pectoral muscles, the abdomen, and so I worked on those and building and firming up those muscles. Also, I did a little cardio. Now, I was kind of heavy on the cardio in the beginning, but from what I've been reading, it's maybe doing excessive cardio is not such a great idea. But that's what I've been doing. I've been working out. I've been watching the food I'm eating good nutritional food, and also taking the Sizzle products. Now in August, I started taking the A.G.E pill, and I started with a double dose of the A.G.E pill. In other words, I'm taking 2 bottles a month instead of 1. I take 6 capsules in the morning and I take 6 in the evening. I try to do it on an empty stomach. That doesn't always work out too well, but um, I do the 6 and 6. Now, starting this month, I'm going to go to 6, 6, and 6. And the reason I'm doing this is because of my age, and because I've been able basically to handle the double amount without any adverse effects. And so I decided to step it up to triple the amount and see what happens with that. Now, what have my observations been? When I had the physical, I had no diabetes, no heart disease, no high blood pressure. My pulse was around 60 beats a minute, a resting pulse of 60 beats a minute. I have no arthritis. I have no joint problems. I'm not on any medication whatsoever. I do have a little lazy eye right here, which I've had for a few, well, maybe 10, 15 years, which I developed back, I don't know when, but I've got this little bit of lazy eye, which you'll probably notice when I get tired. Now you'll probably watch for that, right? Okay, so what effects did I feel from the A.G.E pill? I feel good. My mood overall seems to be good in spite of the stress that I sometimes experience throughout the course of the week. My life sometimes can be a little stressful. But overall, my mood's been good. It's been positive. Um, like I said, I seem to maintain my diet without any undue cravings for food or sweets or anything like that. I have cut out a lot of sugar products. I stay away from sugar. I use xylitol as a sweetener. Xylitol is good for you. Also makes a good mouthwash. If you want to mix xylitol and water and use that as a mouthwash, it's good for that purpose. Like I said, my stamina is good. Do I have a lot of energy? It's hard for me to tell because, well, like today, I went and cleaned out horse stalls in the barn. I live on a small farm. Um, I did some other chores. I threw, some hay down out of the hay mound down below in the bottom of the barn for the horses. And I do things like this. I was up climbing around on the roof, putting a tarp because I've got a couple shingles that are loose and it's leaking water in one of my sheds. So I put a tarp up there. I was climbing around on the roof, laying bricks on top of the tarp. So I'm doing things, like I said, I'm going to be 70 years old in June. Maybe this is something that a 70-year-old isn't supposed to be doing, but I'm doing it. And like I said, it just seems to be kind of normal for me. And so that's it as far as the physical endurance thing. Physical appearances. My wife did say she noticed some more like my beard is darkening. Um, this isn't any, I'm not using just for men, hair coloring or anything like that. This is my natural color of the beard. And she did say she noticed that it was getting darker along the edges here, which she hadn't noticed before. So who knows? If my beard turns dark, if it goes back and regains its original color, then we've got a winner, folks. We've got a winner. But I'm still waiting for that to happen. I have noticed something, and I've heard testimonials on this. If you look at this hand, you might see just a few little specks which were age spots at one time. Some of these are scabs where the banny rooster got me, but the age spots are disappearing. They're fading away. Now over here in this hand, this is the hand where the banny rooster caught me. See that right there? I reached in to feed him the other day and he let me have it. He's a nasty little guy. His name's Charlie Manson. That's the name I gave to him. Now here you'll see an age spot. This one was very pronounced, and I've had that there for years. Very pronounced age spot, and that's actually fading. That's actually the last major age spot on my hand. And like I said, these are scabs. This is where my panty rooster got me. That's not an age spot. Okay. And like I said, no, I don't have any joint problems, no arthritis, no heart problems. I don't seem to get exhausted when I go up and down steps and do physical stuff. So I feel fortunate, and I'm kind of pushing it right now. I'm like I said, I stepped it up to triple dosage, triple the amount of Age pill. And I'm going to give that a shot. I'm going to have to drink a lot of water. Do I get tired? Yes, I do. And I wanted to mention this because some people have mentioned that, oh, the Age pill doesn't seem to be helping me. It's not giving me more energy. I get tired. I get tired too. And I'll tell you what this is. My body has toxins in it, and I'm still detoxing. I mean, you've got to realize that I had I weighed 280 pounds and I'm down to 220 right now. My goal right now is to go on down to around 200 pounds. So that'll be a total weight loss of 80 pounds. And in those fat cells, you carry a lot of toxins, a lot of poisons and things that you've accumulated over the decades, and it's stored in your body. And it takes a while to get this stuff out. And the detoxing process makes you tired. So just keep that in mind. If you're feeling sleepy or tired when you take the A.G.E pill, keep in mind your body is probably detoxing. So if you're going to stop taking the A.G.E pill because you get a little tired, do it. I mean, if that's what you want to do. But if you want to stick it out, if you want to go ahead and stay with it for a while to see how it works for you, then I would recommend doing that. But if you want to quit, that's up to you. I'm staying with it. I've committed to taking this A.G.E pill for a year. And after a year, I'll have another physical. I'll have a stress test. I'll have eye test, hearing test, the whole 9 yards, and I will have the empirical evidence of this to see what changes there are. And I'm going to tell you what they are, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. I'm going to share those results with you so you'll know, because I intend to be honest with you about this whole process. I don't jump on the hype bandwagon. I'm not going to go out there and give you a lot of BS just to sell the A.G.E pill to you. That's not my purpose. If I don't sell another bottle of the A.G.E pill, then I don't sell another bottle. But I'm not going to lie to you about it. Is it a good product? I think it is. I think it's a good product. Do people over-expect? They might. They might over-expect. There might be hyped up expectations about the A.G.E pill. Is it doing miraculous things? I think for some people it is. And again, it's an individual thing. It depends on the individual's metabolism. It depends on their diet. It depends on how many toxins they have in their body. It depends on their genetics. Everyone is different. So everyone is going to be affected in a different way. So stay tuned. I will definitely keep you updated on my progress on the A.G.E pill, and I'll be presenting more testimonials about the A.G.E pill. And again, if you want to purchase the A.G.E pill, you can do that through my website named thehealthbrigade.net. That's thehealthbrigade.net. And you can purchase the product there at the retail price. And if you want to get it cheaper than that, you can always sign up as a distributor with Sizzle and get I think it's around a 15% discount by doing that. But that's up to you. I'm not pushy. I'm not a salesman. So I was actually a science teacher back in the day. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you got something out of this. I've rambled on here for 18 minutes, so that's about my limit. And stay tuned, and I'll give you more information as we go down the road together. Alrighty, thank you. Bye-bye.